Have you seen that video of Yoko Ono performing at some art gallery thing? I have. I'll pull it up briefly. We are entering a very concerning age of revisionism. I saw not long ago a huge conversation, unironically talking about how Yoko Ono is one of the most misunderstood artists of our last century. Like, truthfully, like they 100% fully believed that. And I got sick to my stomach. I got mad. Like, maybe I fell for bait, I don't know. But it seemed like a lot of effort to go through for bait. What was the art gallery performance? I'll come up with this. This was a big video a while back. Excellent! No, it's not an exorcism, it's called art. You wouldn't understand it. She's 10 levels above our puny human minds. This was is her bread and butter performance. She did that same shit in the infamous Chuck Berry collab. Like, it's like, I don't know what it means, but yeah, I saw people actually defending it recently. But who else does this? Know what I mean? What do you mean, who else does this? I see people do this all the time. Like, out in public. By accident. Does she think it's good? You know, now that I really think about it, I don't know if I've ever heard her actually speak. Like thoughts on her mind. What does she say about her art, her craft? Let me look it up. It's a really good question. We'll do Yoko interview. Let's do it about this specifically. Art is a beautiful thing.
It's like a process, and when you start to wrap it and everything, and finally when they're totally still, it's like a sculpture. And then the sculpture starts to move. You know, it's goes through an incredible, interesting changes. The incredible changes that you're going through and all that is life. You know, and the sky is very permanent, not changing, and we change. And that sort of like a relationship is very interesting.
You know, I never stopped to think about that relationship between the never-changing sky and the always-changing human. And I've certainly never thought of it being expressed with toilet paper while performing a classical music piece. It really does challenge our perception of life. The deeper thoughts. Huh. Maybe I misjudged. What did John Lennon see in her? Alright, let's not pretend that John Lennon was all there either. That man was always fucked up too. He probably didn't even know what she was saying or what was going on half the fucking time.
Life is too complex, so it's almost confusing, you know, and I'm trying to clear it. Simplicity and complexity is not the way I would explain it. It's just
laziness.
Human life, as opposed to the sky.
What's that mean? This is human life versus the sky. I'm mummifying some musicians. Stop laughing, you're ruining my piece!
I'm more interested in the spirit and the concept of things. So things that I use is usually material is very simple and something that's around in your house, you know. No, material is interesting in a sense that it's something that the spirit uses. Just like, you know, we think that the body has its own mind. No. Our brain tells the body what to do and how to be. So the brain is the one. Just like that, you know.
Now it's making sense.
It's what we have. Like a body.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think I've ever heard an interview from Yoko. This is fucking awesome. It's actually just nothing. It's a series of nothing. That's so cool. To use so many words without a single coherent thought being expressed with it. You already know tickets to this were like $10K. Well, it's, I don't know how these work, but I think they pay her to be there. And then they can just have people come in for free. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that usually how art galleries like this work? If there's a free event, what a steal. Yeah.
And you know, music is so important. That's one thing that we created, the human beings created. I think it's to do with the fact that the vibration of it is so important, you know. We create the vibration that free ourselves.
There it is! Thank God. I was wondering if there was going to be a Yoko performance without fucking wailing and whining. Got concerned. Oh, now she's running away from a slasher movie villain. This should have been the artist who can sing versus artist who can't sing. Yeah, you're so right. The articles explaining the meaning behind her screams are so pretentious. I'll look at one real quick, but I'm going to take a stab. I bet they try and say, like, the screams represent, like, base human emotions and the way that Yoko's able to masterfully weave in tons of different types of screams to express different emotions, fear, anxiety, surprise, joy, love, is sublime, or some shit. Let me look at one. That's my guess. I've been explaining Yoko Ono's screams. Let's do one edition journals. The scream as sonic objection. Scream from the heart, Yoko Ono's rock and roll revolution. In her discussion of Ono's work, Levitz puts forward the notion that Ono's extreme vocalizations give rise to an increased awareness of the performer's body. In Levitt's view, Ono's screams thus constitute extreme acts of corporeal expression that cannot be achieved through more conventional lyrical practices of singing. Ono's voice is not beautiful, lyrical, or accompanimental, and thus does not inspire daydreaming or nostalgia. Rather, it forces an awareness of Yoko's very real existence as it relates imaginatively with listeners' own inner sounds and emotions attached to them. God, you're cringe, Levitz. Holy shit. You gotta hire someone to do a super bad art exhibit and pay for articles about it explaining the meaning of it. That's been done before. I can't remember what YouTuber did that, but someone did that, and it slapped. And then another channel, I think it was even Vice, they set up one of those, like, bougie dining experiences where they just, like, heated up microwave meals and served it in some dude's backyard, but they artificially hyped it up as, like, this 10-star experience. So people would, like, they'd be lining up for days to try and get a seat, a table, at the establishment. It was so good. But that would be fun. I would love to do something like that. There was also that group of friends who made a fake restaurant and then actually had to open it when it got too big. I don't know if I know that one. That sounds cool, though. Well, see, the problem with doing, like, one of those fake art exhibits is I actually couldn't think of things worse than the modern art that's already in those exhibits. Like, I wouldn't... Like, if I was doing that, I wouldn't think of, like, having someone like Yoko come out and just do this in front of a white screen. And even the, like, really obvious stupid shit, like, fart into a can, ha ha ha. That's been done. There's an artist who literally sold containers, cans of his poop. I forgot what he called it, but it was a French artist, and he sold cans of his poop that was fermenting. And he sold them for 6 figures as art. And then there was, of course, the infamous taped banana, which sold for like 3 million to a crypto bro. Like, I don't know how we'd even top it. What about that art gallery where someone dropped their glasses and people started taking photos because they thought it was art? Wait. That sounds so good. I feel like I vaguely remember hearing something like that. Pair of glasses left on US gallery floor mistaken for art. That's amazing. My god, what a profound piece. The banana was to point out how stupid art collectors are. Yeah, then I'm pretty sure the poop in the can was the same purpose. Like how lazy art had become or something. It's been so long since I looked at the poop can art. But regardless, it doesn't change. It is still considered modern art. If you want to see some goofy modern art, check out Contemporary Art Daily. We've watched them before. We've gone down this modern art rabbit hole numerous times. I find it fascinating. Bad art is better than rug pulls, though. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to argue with that, yeah.